I want to take a moment to briefly talk about another reading from today's lectionary, from Acts of the Apostles, chapter 8, verses 26 through 40. This reading is known as the story of the disciple Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch. This story only comes around in the lectionary every few years, and it's one that most pastors rarely discuss. But I think it's important for us, as an open and affirming church, to recognize the importance of this story, because in it, a gender nonconforming black foreigner becomes the very first non-Jewish person to be baptized as a Christian. In the story, Philip, the evangelist, encounters a foreigner on the road. The foreigner is a servant from Ethiopia who happens to be a eunuch. Now, eunuchs are mentioned many times in the Bible, but we don't really hear about eunuchs today. In the ancient world of Jesus' time, there were three genders: male, female, and eunuch. The word eunuch means guardian of the bed, because eunuchs stood guard at the bedrooms of women in royal palaces and wealthy households. Most kings considered eunuchs to be safeguards for their wives, since eunuchs were men who were not attracted to women. But just to be sure that was the case, some kings had their eunuchs castrated. It's why Jesus says in Matthew 19, verse 12, "There are eunuchs who were made that way by men, and there are eunuchs who were born that way." So, my friends, when you hear your conservative Christian family members and friends quoting from the Old Testament about homosexuality, tell them that Jesus said they were born that way. Cue the Lady Gaga song. The Ethiopian eunuch, we are told in the Bible, is a court official to the Queen of Ethiopia, and yet he is unable by law to worship in the temple because of his race, his nationality, and his sexuality. Philip knows the law, but he baptizes the eunuch anyway. A gender nonconforming black foreigner becomes the very first non-Jewish person to be baptized as a Christian. The old rules and laws about who's in and who's out, who's worthy and who's not worthy, no longer apply. That's what Christianity is all about, drawing the circle wider and wider, including more and more people, and inviting everyone to the table. I'm not sure how Christianity got to the place where it is today, but that's how it started, and I think it's important that we recognize and honor that today.